Second reunification center has been opened in Kerrville. This one specifically for people looking for information on missing loved ones not related to the young girls who were at Camp Mystic. According to a Facebook post from the Kerrville Police Department, the Calvary Temple Church opened this evening, and the church is working with the Salvation Army and Red Cross to support the community. On foot, in the air, and even on horseback, all of Texas has answered the call to find survivors in the Hill Country. Tonight, hundreds of rescue crews continue their search along the Guadalupe River. Our Gage Golding is live in Kerrville, one of the hardest hit areas. Gage, from what we're hearing, this is an all around the clock operation.
It's nonstop. It's 24/7, even with nightfall. All right. Search crews combing all over today, and they were encountering some of the most rugged and difficult terrain. Right. This is riverbeds that have been absolutely gorged out with murky water and all kind of debris. I mean, it's absolutely incredible the work that they are now doing and the obstacles that they are facing. OK, today throughout our journey, we met several different search crews. Their mission is to find survivors. Make no mistake, that is their sole mission. However, at least two of the crews that we saw today found Texans that did not survive this now historic flooding.
I just haven't felt the urge to do something like this and felt the fight or flight since I was at war in the military.
Everyone has their own reason, their own drive to help.
Well, so the family has closure.
They know where they're missing. They're not missing. They know where
Right.
they're at. They know they were found.
Here, we call that Texans helping Texans. And by the hundreds, they came out in the Hill Country to find their neighbors, their friends, people from the next town or two over.
Odds are it hasn't been searched, so we're going to give our efforts, and yeah, well, hopefully it turns out something positive.
Garrett Hugo and his buddy paddling up the Guadalupe River. They started here in Center Point, getting a unique perspective of the now torn up riverbanks that twist and turn through these small communities.
I'm looking for survivors. I'm looking for unfortunate non-survivors so they can have a final resting place.
On the banks, people hiking, looking in the now gigantic piles of tree trunks and torn up trucks that litter the river. In the sky, helicopters are scanning for anything that might lead them to answers. And on horseback, volunteers are bringing those answers to families.
We decided we should look in that spot a little bit more before we went back down, and that's when we found it.
So the girl that was with us was like, I feel like we need to really look, like I'm drawn to this tree, and
Sure enough,
she was right.
I walked up and he was kind of hesitant. He looked down and there she was. Different, yeah, it takes a while to process it.
We covered her with a towel.
That's the reality of what our first responders and volunteers are seeing. It's incredibly hard and emotional, but when they find closure for a family,
Now, here's the hardest part of the search and rescue mission, okay? It's what we're dealing with right now, the nighttime, the night sky. This is an around-the-clock mission. Bill, you mentioned it earlier. There are crews, they will be working all around the clock, but a lot of those volunteers, a lot of those search and rescue crews that are turning in for the night, they'll get a fresh start at first light. That is also when we expect to get another update from local leaders here, including Governor Greg Abbott. I'm live in Kerrville. Gage Golding, KPRC2 News.